Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah ma ba'd. Been asked this question a number of times in different ways, in different shapes and forms recently. The question basically is, are we allowed to eat food and drink which resemble haram food and drink, but they are not haram in and of themselves, such as alcohol-free wine, such as rashes which resemble bacon, etc. Now, the ulama have said that there are two principles that we need to pay attention to when it comes to the ruling on this. Number one, the base ruling on all food and drink is that it is halal. وَالَّذِي خَلَقَ لَكُم مَا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created for you everything on earth. Therefore, the asl is al-ibaha, as the ulama have said. That the asl is that it is permissible for us to eat and drink whatever it is that we want, unless there is dalil to say that we are not allowed to eat and drink a certain product. The Prophet ﷺ says in the Hadith al-Nu'man radiyallahu anh, al-halal bayin wal-haram bayin. Therefore, whatever is halal and it's clear that it's halal, then who is there to make it haram? And there are many evidences from the Kitab and the Sunnah to reinforce this principle. Therefore, what we're saying here is essentially it is permissible for them to eat and drink whatever it is that they want, as long as there isn't anything haram involved. However, there is an element which could make this thing haram, which is, as the ulama have said, imitation. مَنْ تَشَبَّهَ بِقَوْمٍ فَهُوَ مِنْهُمْ. Anyone who resembles a group of people, then he is from them. Therefore, if a person was to drink non-alcoholic wine in the way that wine is drunk by those people who are specific, as in there is a specific group of people that drink alcohol in a particular way, which is the way of the non-Muslims, and eating bacon and things like that, even though they might be bacon or turkey rashes or turkey ham or something like that, all of that is permissible. But if the person has the intent, or even worse than the intent of imitation, such as in the person saying, I'm drinking this, but it should be alright for me to drink the alcoholic version, then we will say that it is haram. This fatwa has been passed by Ibn Taymiyyah and others, which is that it is permissible, but as long as it doesn't involve imitation. If the person intends imitation, then it becomes haram for the purpose of imitation, but not haram for the purpose of the item itself, because it will be permissible for another person to eat, and knowing that this is from a halal source, and he has no intention of imitating the kuffar. He just wants to enjoy what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made permissible for him to eat and drink. There's no harm in that. So therefore, we're applying two principles to this to make it conditional in its permissibility. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He gives us the best of rizq in the dunya, and He reserves for us the best of rizq in the akhirah. Allahu a'lam wa sallallahu ala Muhammad.